So look, this video will teach you everything that you need to know about making money online as a teen in 2025. Now, since it's probably the first time you're gonna meet, why should you listen to me? My name is Fred and I'm an entrepreneur from a lower middle class background. I went from having only $400 to my name over 5 years ago to making upwards of $1,000 a day with my own consulting business. So know that everything I am about to share with you in this video comes directly from my own experience, and I know for a fact this stuff works. I'm not going to tell you, oh, click on this button, or oh, look, this website can make you $100 per day if you listen to music. Because let's face it, that's just a load of crap and nobody actually makes money off of those. Step number one is the most important step. You need to pick the right vehicle. And by vehicle, I mean a business opportunity. Online, you will find plenty of videos on the top best business models to start. But my problem with these videos is that 99% of the time, not only does the person who's making the video has no actual experience with any of the business models they're sharing with the audience, but on top of that, those businesses are not beginner friendly. If you are a beginner, you want to stay the hell away from product-based businesses. Why? Because they come with extremely thin profit margins. To give you an example, if you wanted to start a dropshipping business or an Amazon FBA business, you would need to come up with at the bare minimum $5,000 or $10,000 to be able to get a shot at making this business successful. Typically with dropshipping, you will need to use paid ads to get customers, and that is very expensive. If you don't know what you're doing, you will very quickly lose all of your money because it's literally like gambling. Now, when it comes to Amazon FBA, in order to make the business work, you need to invest a lot of your money up front to buy inventory, and then Amazon will take care of the fulfillment aspect for you. But what happens if for some reason nobody buys your products? Now you're left with minus $5,000, minus $10,000 that you invested into product stock that nobody cares about. And even if you were successful with a dropshipping business, let's say you were making $10,000 per month. Well, out of those $10,000 you made, how much would actually go into your pocket? Because you have to realize, in business, what matters is what you keep, not what you make. If you make $100,000, it's impressive, but if you only keep $10,000, it's not much. And that's how plenty of dropshipping gurus fool you with their numbers, because revenue is not what goes into your pocket, profit is. So typically in e-commerce, profit margins are 9% all the way up to 20%. So if you made $10,000, you will only keep $900 up to $2,000 in profit before tax. And that's not even the worst part. You would need to convince hundreds, if not thousands of people to buy your product every month. And believe me, it's far from being easy to do. Now, I can't really go too in depth in this video, otherwise it's going to be 5 hours long, but if you want to discover the beginner-friendly business model I'm personally using to make upwards of $1,000 a day, I will leave a free video I've made for you in the description below. And in that same video, I'm going to share with you the only 3 activities you need to focus on if you want to make serious money. Or you can also directly book a free call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you to build your business. Now, the step that comes after that is actually to remove your limiting beliefs. Because once you've picked the right model, it doesn't matter that you're working on the best possible opportunity if you're holding yourself back because of imaginary problems, because of fears, because of the fears or the doubts, the anxieties that you may have. And the reason this matters is because I'm going to be completely honest with you. 5 years ago, I wanted to start my business. I wanted to be successful extremely badly, but I was so scared I couldn't even take action. And at the time, my mentor got me unstuck because he made me realize, in order to become successful, to go from making no money to making $10,000 per month, $20,000 per month, even more, I needed to become a different version of myself. I needed to learn to become disciplined. I needed to give up my vices, my bad habits. I needed to start believing in myself. And above all, I had to overcome my fears because I was too afraid at the time to reach out to potential customers. I was too afraid. And so even though I had the blueprint, fear held me back for 7 months. It's 7 months I could have been signing customers, moving forward, if instead I hadn't held myself back because of fears. And so one day, I just had enough. I had enough of being broke, of not making any money, and of wanting success, of dreaming about success, but not actually doing anything about it. Because I figured it doesn't make you special to want a better life. Everybody wants a better life. What makes you special, what separates you from the rest of the world, is whether you take action or not. Because most people, they don't take action. They stay passive. I knew plenty of people, they spent their entire lives complaining about things, never taking any action. And guess where they all ended up? In the same situation. Their lives didn't get any better. If anything, it only got worse. Because the pain of not going after your dreams, it never goes away. And so I told myself, you know what? Fear is ruining my life. Fear is preventing me from doing the things I need to do in order to become successful. So what if I could have no fear? I would become limitless. I'd be able to do anything and I would reach my goals. And that's when I came up with the idea to grab a piece of paper and a pen and to write down everything I was afraid to do. And every single day, I forced myself to do at the very least one thing that scared me. And I did that until I became limitless. And every time, the funny thing is that I realized most of the fears we have in our minds, they never even happen. So you might be so scared that you're going to get rejected by potential customers that they're going to tell you, oh, you're too young, your accent is weird. But then you go ahead, you take action, and it never even happens. Or maybe it happens years down the line, but now because you've built up confidence, you've signed plenty of customers, you just laugh about it. Which is why you need to be able to know the difference between real, tangible obstacles and the imaginary obstacles. To give you an example, a real obstacle would be something like, I spoke to 40 potential customers, nobody bought from me. That is a real tangible obstacle, and we need to analyze what you did to figure out exactly what went wrong, so you can just fix that mistake and go ahead and sign customers. But an imaginary obstacle would be the fear of not signing any customers, the fear that you're not going to be taken seriously, maybe because you're too young or too old, or because you have an accent. Never let an imaginary roadblock prevent you from moving forward. I mean, I literally get this all the time. People come to me and they tell me they can't start because they're too young, because they have an accent, because of their gender, race, religion, whatever. But that is only a lie that you tell yourself to not take action because deep down you're afraid. In fact, one of my clients, Edward, is 16 years old, he comes from the US, and he was able to sign his first customers very quickly. And at first, he was worried potential customers wouldn't take him seriously, but nobody ever asked him how old he was anyway. So if he hadn't gotten started, if he had let that fear consume him, he would never be making thousands of dollars from the comfort of his bedroom right now. You have to take that leap of faith, and you have to get started. And let's say you're young right now. You might be 16, 18, 24. You have an unfair advantage because the sooner you start, the sooner you get results, the sooner you succeed. So it's a massive advantage. And if you succeed at a younger age, it's even more impressive. Now, step number 3 is to save up as much money as you can to invest in your business. It could be by getting a summer job, a part-time job, or simply reselling the stuff that you don't need, that you're not even using. I mean, you can see in the background there's a piano. I haven't touched it in probably a year or so because I've been so busy working with my clients. I've been so busy building my business that I completely forgot to even play. So if I were to sit down at my piano right now, I wouldn't even know like how to play any songs I used to play. One day in the future, I plan on buying a grand piano, but right now I'm just really not focused on playing the piano. So chances are right now, you have plenty of things that you don't even use, that you could probably sell on Vinted or eBay to make some extra cash on the side, to then invest that money into your business. And I know, online, you'll find plenty of videos on how to start a business, even with no money, even on my channel, because my goal is to give you the best beginner-friendly business advice, so you can go ahead and build a successful business. And the way I teach my students to start a service-based business, they don't have to spend any money to acquire customers. But I'll be honest with you, it takes money to make money, because it's always better if you can invest in working with a coach or investing into equipment, softwares, or things that will help you to run your business more efficiently. So I know that's not what you want to hear, but I promised to give you raw, unfiltered advice to help you make $10,000 to $15,000 per month with your business. Step number 4 is to be patient. I know you don't want to hear this either, and I know how it feels. I am the most impatient person you will ever meet, trust me. And I get this all the time. People tell me they want to become millionaires in their 20s because they think that if they don't, they won't be a failure and they won't be able to enjoy life. And they see these influencers online showing off a lavish lifestyle. And I know I do have my part to play. I mean, on Instagram, I post pictures of the nice expensive shit. So I know some people, they can compare themselves to my pictures and think, wow, I need to do better, or like I'm not good enough, when my goal is to inspire ambitious individuals to find success too. But the thing is, you still need to be patient. Even if you're working on the right thing, you're following a proven step-by-step process, you don't know for sure how long it's going to take you to make $10,000 per month consistently. I have clients who managed to go from $0 to $2,000 per month, $4,000 per month within just 2 months of working with us. Some are even able to do it faster, but it really depends on your own unique situation. Just because it takes somebody longer doesn't mean you can't do it faster, and vice versa. And sometimes these customers, they tell me they feel like a failure because they're not making $10,000 per month yet, when in reality they make like $4,000 per month, $5,000 per month. That's more than most people make with a job, so it's an amazing accomplishment. Yet if you're always comparing yourself to what you see on social media, you're never going to feel good enough. So learn to be patient and to enjoy the process. Once you're following a proven step-by-step process, just put your blinders on and focus on you, focus on your journey. And what's your other option anyway? What if it takes you 2 years to get to $10,000 per month? Do you have a better path? Is there a better option? No, there isn't, because if you wanted to make $10,000 per month with a regular career, it would take you decades of studying, paying for overpriced degrees, slowly climbing the corporate ladder for years, so you could make $10,000 per month when you're 40, 50. Now, step number 5 is to resist the temptation to spend money on nice shit at first. Now, I really get it. You signed your first couple customers, you went from making no money or a few $1,000s per month to making $3,000 per month, $5,000 per month, $10,000 per month, even more. And so naturally, you want to finally be able to to spoil yourself and the people that you love, to spend money on nice things and nice experiences, and you absolutely deserve it. I'm not saying the opposite. I'm just saying you need to be extremely careful, because once you start to spend money on nice shit, it becomes addictive. I knew some newly successful people, they started to make money, $10,000 per month, $20,000 per month, but they lost everything. Why? Because they couldn't stay patient. They couldn't stay locked in. So they went to the club, spent thousands of dollars in one single night, and then they were hungover, so they couldn't work properly the next day. They made all these stupid decisions. They rented a sports car for one day just to impress people, when in reality, if you're young, you get out of a sports car, everyone will think you didn't earn it. They will all think you're just a lucky rich kid, a daddy's boy. So if you just do it to flex, it won't even have the intended effect. When you're in the initial stages, between $0 to $5,000 per month, you need to lock in, you need to grind, you need to work on the right thing, of course, but now is the time to reinvest every cent, every dollar back into your business. And that's how you scale to $10,000 per month and even beyond. And once you make $10,000 per month, then you can go ahead and spend some of your money and have fun. I typically like to follow an 80-20 principle. 80% of the time, reinvest into your business, and 20% of your income, use it to buy anything you like, guilt-free. Because at the end of the day, the reason why people like you and I work so hard is so that we can enjoy a higher quality of life than 99% of people will ever get to experience, because we sacrifice for it. The goal was never to be the richest man of the graveyard, to hold on to money, because money is meant to flow, to circulate. That's how the economy works. And saving money is only ever a short-term strategy, because year after year, because of inflation, your money loses value. Your buying power decreases. There's no point in saving money. You need to find a way to make more money, because the money that you save, not only does it lose value, but it's not going to multiply itself out of thin air. Now, step number 6 is to do the talking for you. Most people won't believe in your goals, so it's usually best to not talk about it. The only exception to that would be unless you really sense that the people around you are extremely supportive of what you do. Like, to be honest, me growing up in the lower middle class, I went through many challenging situations, and so with my family, we had a very close type of bond. Even though there were many arguments, many bad days, but I told my parents from the start, I'm not going to university and I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to set us free from the middle class. And because I had such conviction, such belief in myself, and because of plenty of things that happened in our life as a family, I showed them time and again I would never give up and I would stay persistent. And that helped them to believe in me. Because most people, let's be honest, they won't believe in you until you actually start getting results. So if you've got some people in your life right now, they believe in you, they love you, they support you, you're extremely lucky. Please cherish these people, because they're worth more than all the money in the world. You can always make more money, but having a close inner circle of people who love you, understand you, is priceless. Now look, it's time for you to make a choice. You're free to keep watching YouTube videos on how to make money online, but doing that won't make you any money. But if you're part of that minority of ambitious individuals who's committed to build a profitable online business so they can become financially free and make $10,000 per month, I invite you to check out the free resources in the description below, or directly apply to book a free call with me or my team, and we'll see if you qualify for working closely with me. That being said, if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, and together, let's blow up this YouTube channel to empower ambitious individuals to become financially free.